Hello everyone! Welcome, welcome. How are we all doing this evening? As you can see, I have some yarn barf that I am winding at the moment. Hello Amy, Ria, Kim, Hannah, Serena. I need to mute that. There we go. Sorry if there was an echo there. I'm not gonna sit here and wind this yarn this whole time because I got as much as I could before I got to the really tangled bit, and it will take me a while. And I'm sure there's an audience who would enjoy watching that, but we're not here to untangle. We're here to crochet. So I will set this to the side, and this will be a project for later. And do you guys want to know? Do you want to take a wild guess, take a stab at how this yarn ended up in this state? I'll give you one good guess. Hi everyone! Yarn barf is the worst. Sick for the past week. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a cold again. You can probably hear it in my voice. Go me. But you're working your first ever knit sock, which is so exciting. The only thing that has really, truly tempted me to learn to knit is the idea of being able to knit socks. I do love the idea of being able to knit my own socks. A ding, 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 ding. We have multiple winners. Yeah. This yarn was in the basement in cake form. And I came downstairs the next day and it was strewn across the basement floor. She had clearly been having a great time with it. So, yeah. Anyway, we got most of it wound up. This one, I don't know what happened. The yarn broke. But anyway, we'll set that off to the side. We're going to be working on, what else? The Christmas cardigan that never ends. Not the one, the smaller one. I'm trying to stay generic because I didn't actually tell certain people not to watch this live, but I feel like it's inherent in the title, and she probably has better things to do than watch my live anyway. So, we have to make 36 flower pieces for this current piece, and I have made all 36. Like, I've started them all, and right now I'm trying to get round 4 finished on all of them. 4 out of 5 rounds total. Colds are the worst. And it is such a cliche kitty thing to do, Beth. Oh, man. There are some nice crochet socks out there. I bet that is true. Living her best life. I'm just going to get all the yarn out. This yarn we're not going to need until the final round because this is the main color. But I've got, what even? So I went to Frankenmuth yesterday with some friends. And we went to Zender's and got the chicken dinner. And I showed you guys in my Frankenmuth vlog, they stick little like plastic animals in the ice cream that you get for dessert. And this was my little animal I got at Zender's yesterday. A little oxen. And he was stuck in my yarn because I brought my crochet for the car ride. Okay. You guys, I have missed being able to go consistently live once a week. And I think we're to the point now where we can mostly get back to doing that. Obviously, there are going to be some weeks where life happens or so I have something going on. But for the most part, I am excited to get back to a weekly consistent live where you guys just know, hey, it's Sunday. Jessica's going to be live. I actually went ahead and scheduled next week's live already. So if you're worried you're going to forget, you don't want to miss it, it's already scheduled on my channel. And in fact, I'm actually going to drop the link because I made sure to copy it before I went live. And you can hit the like notify me button if you'd like. That way you don't miss it. I did schedule this one for the afternoon because we have to make a little change to our schedule, Michael and I's schedule, which in turn affects our live schedule. Because originally my plan was to go live Sunday evenings once a week. However, our life group, which we host every other week, we have been meeting on Mondays for a long time. But Michael recently had an exciting job opportunity. His same job, but he just recently got accepted into a mentorship position, which is unfortunately not a pay raise, but it is a step in the right direction toward becoming a training supervisor, which is what he'd really love to do. And that does include a pay raise. So the only downside to accepting this mentorship position is that he is required to work one evening shift a week, and his evening shift that they chose for him that they needed filled is Mondays, which means we had to move our life group to a different day. And we were talking with some of our friends in our life group today and realized that Sunday nights is really the only night that we think everybody would be mostly available. So I didn't want to just not have a live next week, since we will have our life group next week in the evening. So I'm doing an afternoon live instead. So hopefully you guys are still available in the afternoon as well. So the live for next week, you'll see it's set for 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. And that's when we're gonna, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. That's when we are gonna be going live. Okay, so are we working on anything tonight, friends? I'd love to know what you are crocheting. Here's what I've worked on this afternoon so far before going live. What in the world? Could we move to Monday nights? It's possible. It's possible. It's hard. It's like, you know, with this and with life group, it's like no matter what date you pick, obviously there's always going to be somebody who isn't available, and it's like it's always hard to find the oh my gosh. Sorry. Let me not get off my train of thought real quick. But if we felt that would be a good move, it probably would be easy to go live while Michael was still working. It would give me something to do. Okay, the reason why I just laughed, I was like, why is this flower, like, I was realizing when I was crocheting it, I was like, it's really ripply. It's weird. All the other ones have been laying nice and flat. I just realized I added a 7th petal onto this one. There's only supposed to be 6. That's why it's not flat and straight, because it's got an extra petal and 7 sides instead of 6. Well, we're gonna have to fix that one. Whoopsies. I guess I might as well do that before we move on. That's so funny. So wait, did I accidentally do 7 all the way at the beginning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I sure did. Okay. That's funny. We're gonna go all the way to the beginning on this one. Whoopsies. My bad. So I'll stick with Sunday afternoon this week since I already scheduled it, but maybe we'll try on Monday after that, and then we can just kind of see which one we like better and who is available on those days. So Amy, I did finish the one, but I'm making 2 of these. This one is for my niece. Working on a granny square patchwork cardigan duster that I started back in December, but I've been motivated to finish working on it. Oh my gosh, that sounds beautiful. I loved, I made a duster recently that, I mean, I guess I did show it in a short, and on some other social media stuff, but you guys haven't seen the vlogs of making that yet, but you will. You will soon. Okay, so I just need to pull one of these out. And then I just need to slip stitch this back in. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Do I chain? I'm chaining in between 2, yes? Yes. Oh, I already have the chain. Okay. Cool beans. We're just gonna fix this one real quick. And then we're gonna be putting the 4th round on these guys over here. Come on. If anybody else has a whip, whether you're working on it right this moment or not, I'd love to hear what you guys are working on. Always love to get inspiration from everybody's projects that they're doing. This cardigan and a blanket that I started, like, literally the night of the Super Bowl, are the only whips I have going right now. And I'm not gonna lie, that feels great. I feel like I had so many mental crochet tabs open in my brain for a while that being able to finish projects and close out of the tabs in my brain has been so helpful for me. I love the fact that I'm just focusing on this and then the blanket, which is obviously kind of a bigger, long-term, more mindless whip where I can just pick it up and do a few rows whenever I need a mindless project or like a little palette cleanser. I don't know if I've showed you the blanket at all. Have I showed you guys the blanket at all yet? I think it's in the basement, but I can show you guys tonight if you want to see it. It is super cute. Don't think I have the patience to make one of those, let alone 2. Yeah. You know, it is a project. It is definitely a project. But this one is a kid's size, so it's going faster because it's just obviously smaller and there's less pieces to crochet, less pieces to stitch together, so it does feel like it's moving along. And obviously, like, once you make a project for the first time and you carry that knowledge and experience from the first one, the second one always goes a little faster regardless, and then it helps that this is also a smaller project. But still, yes, a labor of love. Beth, I love that. And yes, I'm also curious to know what flavor ice cream you got. Man, we had, like I was telling you guys, we went to Zender's in Frankenmuth yesterday. And part of the, like, family-style chicken dinner is you get a little thing of, like, soft serve ice cream at the end. And you can either get sherbet or you can get vanilla or chocolate or swirl. So I got the vanilla chocolate swirl, and it was fantastic. Like, normally a soft serve vanilla chocolate swirl, it's like, you know, it's good, but it's not like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's just like, yeah, this is a nice little treat. This was like really, like, it was like really good quality chocolate vanilla soft serve. It tasted so rich and like really delightful. And all of us at the table, we were like, this is like really good soft serve. Yeah, I don't think I've shown it either. I'll have to grab it from the basement or see if Michael wants to grab it for me. Reese's Pieces Flurry. Yum. Oh my goodness. And I'm happy to report. So the last time I went to Frankenmuth in the fall with Michael for our anniversary, you may recall from our my vlog that one of the things I got that I was obsessed with was I got this dark chocolate flavored honey from this honey store. And one of my absolute favorite things was making myself a peppermint green tea. There's a peppermint green tea from Trader Joe's that I like always have on hand. And I added a scoop of that dark chocolate honey in with the peppermint green tea. You guys, it's so good. And I only bought a small jar of the honey because typically it takes me a long time to go through a jar of honey. And I thought, like, man, I don't want to buy this big jar of honey and think like, oh, I'm going to use this all the time. And then I end up wasting a lot of honey because I don't use it. When I tell you guys I was rationing this honey to make sure that I didn't use it up too quickly, and I still ended up going through that jar really, really pretty fast. And I said to myself, the next time I go to Frankenmuth, I'm buying more of this honey, and I'm buying the big jar. And that is exactly what I did yesterday. I got the big jar of dark chocolate honey, and the first thing I did when I got home was made myself a cup of tea with that dark chocolate honey. And I'm actually probably gonna make myself some tonight during this live so I can have it again tonight, because this stuffiness, it would be a nice little addition to this situation we have going on right here. I think my next whip after I finish this duster will be making an outfit for a concert to see my favorite band in Detroit. Thankfully, the concert isn't until mid-June, so I'll have time. Nice! Hey, Shannon! We are doing good. We're working on Abby's cardigan. I'm redoing one of my flower pieces because I realized after looking at it and being like, why is this curly and not laying flat, that I added an extra petal and there were 7 petals instead of 6. Like, I had done all the way up to this point, and then I finally was like, oh, there's 7 petals. That's why it's not laying flat. Silly me. So I'm just redoing it real quick. I'm glad that I noticed before I was trying to, like, sew everything together, and then I really would have been like, what the heck? And if you want to know, if you're curious, what else I got in Frankenmuth, it basically was all food stuff, unsurprising. I got some chicken seasoning from Zender's. I was kicking myself for not buying the chicken seasoning last time, because it is so good on everything, not just chicken. It's like the ultimate seasoning to add into soups to make it just like really rich and flavorful. What else? I got salsa from Cherry Republic. I got the medium heat cherry salsa for me, and I got the cherries on fire salsa for Michael because he really loves that salsa. Michael, yeah. Bring in what I got you from Bronner's so I can show them. Okay. I got him something from Bronner's because I saw it, and it was just the most Michael thing I'd ever seen, and I knew that I had to get it for him. I also got some of the little garlic toasts from Zender's because I can't ever go to Zender's without getting the little garlic toasts. No. A widow bean.
She got me this bean. That's not true. We've had this little bean, haven't we?
Oh, look at her being so sweet with you.
Can you not dig your claws in my chest? That would be super cool.
Oh, I can't even lift this up to show because the camera lighting stuff is in the way.
It's okay.
She's angry now. Anyway, this is what I got, Michael.
Anger kitty.
I got him. Why am I... Oh.
I
I was trying to show it from the one camera and holding it in the wrong angle. I got him a Godzilla ramen bowl. And he was very excited. We've like looked at ramen bowls before and been like, oh, that would be kind of like fun to have, and then we just never buy them. But I saw the Godzilla one and I was like, I have to get him. You guys, if you don't know, and if you've been here for a while, you know, but if you don't know, Michael is obsessed with Godzilla. And I just had to get it for him. Hi, Seta. Yeah. And I also got some coffee. I got some coffee beans. And I think that's all that I got.
Your fries got cold, so I heated them up in the air fryer.
Where did you get them? Oh, they're McDonald's fries. Wow, look at this. Michael brought me a little platter of fries. No. I would love if you would hit the kettle for me, though. Turn it on. If you could... Can you turn on the water kettle for me? I think there's enough water in there still. I just really want some tea. Your husband loves Godzilla stuff too. That's so funny. He has a like a fabric. It's like a flag, like a banner of Godzilla in our basement. Okay. We have fixed almost all the way on this, and I'm going to cut some of this because obviously we had extra since we did a whole extra petal accidentally. And this is our...
You gotta listen for the kettle.
I probably won't hear it, but I'll just get up eventually. Huh? Nothing, it's fine. Thank you. Okay, friends. This is the round that we're going to be doing on all of the flowers. But unfortunately, I'm redoing this one because I messed it up the first time. But that's okay. It happens. So our little trip to Frankenmuth was fun. So the reason why we went to Frankenmuth, I told Michael, I was like, it felt weird going to Frankenmuth without you. Usually if I go to Frankenmuth, it's because we're taking a trip together. But typically there is an event called Pause, and it's like a little weekend retreat thing for women in ministry. And so we typically go every year with the women who are on staff at our church. And so it's a group of like 4 or 5 of us, depending on the year, that go to this retreat. Well, they put a pause on pause. They didn't do the pause retreat this year, but we still wanted to like hang out. So we decided to make our own retreat, and we went to Frankenmuth for the day. And the church paid for our gas and paid for our Zender's chicken dinner. So that was really nice. And we got to spend the day just hanging out. We went to, obviously we went to Zender's to eat, and we walked around to some of the shops, and we went to Bronner's, the Christmas store, and we went and got coffee. It was just really lovely. It was a very nice day. And I had a lot of fun. And I did get to crochet in the car because I was not the one driving. So I got to crochet the way there and the way back, and it's about an hour and 20-ish minutes from here each way. So I got some good crochet time in. And actually, a lot of these flowers that you see, I did the flower petal rounds in the car yesterday. latest project has been planning a crochet retreat I'm hosting in April. That is so cool. Hi, Mary Jo. And I really do just feel like I just want to finish this project. I don't think I'm gonna, unless I get like a crochet, like a commissioned order to do, I don't think I'm gonna really start another crochet project until I finish this one, because I really want to finish this one. And my goal tonight is, man, I would love to get this round, the round 4, done on all of these flower pieces. I don't know if that's an overambitious goal. It probably is, because I almost always set overambitious goals. But it's just some single crochets around, right? It's pretty fast. I did all of these when I was sitting on the couch earlier, and I didn't feel like I was crocheting for that long. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can get done. And for anyone who's just jumping in, I did schedule next Sunday's live already. I scheduled it for the afternoon because we actually had to switch our life group day around from Monday nights to Sundays. So instead of doing it Sunday evening next week, I'm going to do a Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. But I put the link, I'll actually just drop it in here again. If you want to, like, hit the notify me button on that, like, if you click that link and hit that, because I know some people are like, oh, I want to make sure I don't forget. That way you have a little reminder that will let you know when I'm going live. And I think we're also going to experiment with going live on a Monday evening. Maybe like the week after that. And we'll just see which one we like better. Hi, Debbie. You and Megs should plan a crochet retreat. Listen, we would love to. It's something we've talked about. It's something we have thought about. And it's still something that we talk about often. It's just the logistics of actually being able to plan it and pull it off. You guys, I don't know if you can see. There's a Duncan up there. Miss Duncan! Hi, beautiful girl. Hi. She was sitting on my chair with me, right next to me, but right before I went live. And then I moved and I scared her and she ran away. Okay, so these piles are all done up through round 4. And those are the ones that are using green on the outside. We're now going to switch to the ones that use light pink on the outside. And my spindle is downstairs. I'm just going to go ahead and use center pull. Wouldn't a retreat be so fun? I heard my kettle go off, so I'm gonna go make my tea, and I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Since I'm working on crochet sleeves, even though it has not taken the form of a sleeve yet, please answer in the chat while I'm gone. Are you a person who will avoid Sleeve Island at all costs and just like procrastinate on sleeves? Or do you just jump right into the sleeves and get them done right away so that they're done? Okay, and we're back. And I have tea. I think my honey's all melted in there now. It's unfortunate because I can't even really like taste right now. I just hit that part of this cold tonight where I think lunch, I don't think I was fully tasting my lunch either now that I think about it. But I really can't taste much now, but I'm hoping like the heat from the tea, the steam will kind of, yeah, I can hardly smell that. I can smell it just a tiny bit. But the little bit I can smell smells great. And the tea will be good for my throat either way, so. A sleeve procrastinator setup. Only made a few sweaters so far, but it was granny stitch, so the sleeves went fast. I tend to do the hardest, most boring parts first to get it out of the way, though. Not always, but usually. I can be the same way sometimes, Amy. I don't mind sleeves, so I just do them, but I also never make panels for sleeves. I always make the sleeves right onto the project. That definitely makes it a little less tedious. Never experienced Sleeve Island until now, and mine is made out of granny squares, but granny squares take forever to make when you have to make a bunch of them. Oh, how I know your pain. I've only ever done sleeves in the round, which I feel seem easier to digest than panels. Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, I feel like there are some methods of sleeves that are definitely more simple than others. Oh no, are you all caught up now, Hannah? That's so fun though. Do you have like concrete plans of what you want to do for your retreat, or you're just kind of seeing where everybody's at? I could taste it a tiny bit, and it tastes good. Ooh, why did I just get a notification for a front door? Now I gotta check, because it's dark outside, fam. Oh, it's a kitty! So, our Amazon camera has started using, like, AI to describe what is at the door, which is kind of creepy. So it literally said, the notification said, a dark cat is walking across your front porch. Although, I don't know how dark it actually is, but it's night vision, so it looks dark just by default. But look, there's a little kitty. We always have cats that come and, like, kind of slink along the houses. And I love them. But also, it sounds so ominous, the descriptions. Like this one of Michael when he came home. A person is walking on the pathway and climbing the steps. Ooh, that's ominous. And it's like, it's just my husband. But it makes it sound like, intruder! Why do we gotta phrase it like that? A person is climbing the steps. They are approaching. Okay, sorry. Here we go. My bad. You can tell I haven't been live in a while. I have a lot to say. I'm very animated. A Granny Raglan from MJ that I started back in December. Just needs like the last 3 rounds before the cuff. Oh my gosh, do it! Finish it! Do it! Do it! An Airbnb, food caterers, coffee outing. Dang, girl! That is so cool. All right, let's see here. The 4th round of these is very easy. It's pretty much just single crochets. And then there's 1 double crochet to kind of accentuate the like petals, which is right here. So you work down underneath into it, and then that kind of creates the little like seam that kind of makes the petals stand out a little bit more. Cuddle time with the cows. Oh my goodness. There we go. Stay. I've been crocheting over the ends for these because it is definitely a lot easier than weaving in ends 1,000,003,000 times. So, once I finish this cardigan, I have 2 more projects that I wanted to make as Christmas gifts. One was my mom had asked if I could make basically like a balaclava for my dad. Something that would be like a hood and also cover his face when he's outside in the cold. And he had one, not a crocheted one, but he had one, and it just, I guess, has gotten, it's not in great shape anymore after using it for a long time. So I don't have a pattern picked out for it yet, but I think I might make that next. And then I really want to make Michael a pair of those goose mittens. You guys know the goose mittens I'm talking about, where it's like the mitten looks like the goose head. I showed him some of those kind of as a joke, and I was like, should I make you these? And he was like, yes. And I was like, genuinely? Like, you would actually use them? And he's like, yes. So I really want to make Michael some goose mittens. And then the other thing I was gonna crochet him for Christmas, but I think I might save it as a birthday present, because his birthday's in May, is I wanted to crochet him one of those baseball hat wall organizers. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where it's got like the little strips and you put the hat in and then the strip like holds it in place and you can do a whole vertical stack of them. He has so many hats and he forgets how many he has, and he forgets about certain ones. They'll get like buried in our closet because we have this big like basket that they just kind of get tossed into. And so certain ones will get buried and he'll forget that he has it. And then like every once in a while going through the basket, he'll be like, oh my gosh, totally forgot I had this hat. So I feel like if I had a little display thing to stick them in, it would be easier to keep them organized and he would not forget that he has certain hats and maybe get more use out of them. Ugh. Ends to weave in, man. It's the bane of our existence, I think. Okay. I really like this arrangement of colors here. That's pretty. We're just gonna start making our way through the pile. Oops. You just saw them? Nice. Oops. Ends are the worst. I think if I could get rid of one part of the crochet experience, just eliminate the need for it, it would probably be weaving in ends. And if there's any way I can cheat the system and avoid having to weave in more ends than I need to, I'm gonna do it. What is going on? There's a lot of emergency sirens going on. I can hear quite a few of them. It's not super close, but it's close enough that I can hear them. And once we finish the balaclava and the goose mittens, and maybe we'll just go ahead and get the baseball hat organizer thing done then too. I am moving on to, you guessed it, maybe you didn't, the freaking mandala wall project. And we are getting it done. And it's just gonna be Mandala City over here, okay? We're gonna be making all of them. And that's gonna be a really fun project to finally see come together. And you know, we'll see what time of year it is by the time we get done with all of that. And then we'll reassess what's next. Don't think that burning tool will hold the ends well. Yeah, I've seen how some people do the like burning thing, and it's like, I mean, first of all, that's only gonna potentially work for certain types of fibers, right? Like it's not gonna work for, it's not even gonna be appropriate to use for all types of fibers, but even the ones where technically you might be able to get away with it, I wouldn't trust it. Especially not if it's like something that you're giving, either selling or giving to like a friend or something, you know? I just would never be able to feel like, I mean, I still, even when you weave in ends and you do your best, I feel like I still always feel like, oh, I hope everything stays nice. And I would feel even less secure if I didn't actually weave the ends in. The unfortunate truth is crocheting will always require that extra effort of weaving in your ends if you want it to last and if you want it to be done right. Yeah, I mean, that's different if, like, you're already weaving them in, and then you're just, like, doing that as a little extra step. But yeah, it makes me nervous when people say they just do that. I'm like, I don't know about that. Number 2. Tea break. This is very delightful. Yum, 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 yum. What's everyone watching or listening to while you're crocheting right now? You guys watching any good shows lately, or movies, or YouTube channels? What are we entertaining ourselves with? What am I also doing here? Man, I'm hearing those sirens again. What am I doing? I'm just all turned around here. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Supernatural. You know, I have not ever watched that show, and for some reason I feel like I wouldn't be able to get into it. I know that my sister likes that show. You? That's funny, Shannon. I'm honored to be your crochet entertainment. The Pit. Kelsey. Sarah. Sarah who? I know who Kelsey is. But now I'm wondering if I know who Sarah is. Sometimes Katie, the Celestial Homebody. I don't think I've watched her yet. I need to check her out. I'm always interested in finding more crochet vlog people to watch, because not only is it inspiring to me, like, as I'm trying to, get better at doing crochet vlogs, but also I just like watching them. I like having them on in the background while I work and make stuff, and I don't know, I love a good crochet vlog. Crochet Vision. Been trying to catch up on YouTube videos. My sister has me watching mystery movies a lot, so I'm playing catch up. Oh, fun. Mystery movies. I love a good mystery. I don't think Supernatural would be your cup of tea. Yeah, from what I've seen and heard, I don't think that it would be either. Mainly YouTube. Usually Smosh, Kelsey, or you. I love Smosh. Just finished The Way Home on Netflix. Is that the Hallmark series? Watch my comfort shows and fave YouTube friends. Also love Avalon Crochet. I think that's her channel. I don't think I've heard of her either. I watch Katie too. Yes, I think you know who Sarah is. Sarah is Crochet Vision. Okay, I gotcha. I didn't have her on a first name basis, but I got you now. Right? Did I understand that right? Yes, with the pond, it is so amazing. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I keep seeing The Way Home, like, as a suggested series on the Hallmark app, and I just, for some reason, have not watched it yet. So, you're my sign that I need to finally watch it. I just started filming long form videos. I'm not that great. Hey, it takes practice, but that's exciting. True crime stuff, Rotten Mango. I also enjoy watching Rotten Mango sometimes. I recently have had to take a break from it because it was getting a little too, like, intense for me, and I was like, this is getting a little too heavy for me. But she does a really, really great job. Very thorough, covering whatever topic she's covering. Katie, the Celestial Homebody, just finished decorating her craft shed outside of her house in Indiana. Say less. Say less. I need to go check her out. Smosh, by the way. Well, first of all, Smosh in its original form has been around since, like, YouTube was first created. I used to watch Anthony and Ian when it was just the two of them doing their Smosh channel when I was in high school. But now it's literally like an entire media company, and there's a whole cast of people. So Smosh does all kinds of stuff. They do, sketch comedy videos. They do talk shows, podcasts, gaming videos. Like, they do a lot of different stuff. And not every, like, there's some people who really enjoy certain videos of Smosh. There's some people who like all of Smosh. I love Smosh Reads Reddit stories, and Michael and I really enjoy watching their Try Not to Laugh videos. And I will sometimes listen to like the podcasts and stuff. They have a lot of fun different shows. Okay, now I feel like I'm behind on everybody's comments. Loved The Way Home first season, got lost, uninterested in second, want to try again though. You should check out May Crochets. I feel like I definitely recognize the name, May Crochets. One more season that comes out in April, and I'm very impatiently waiting because it was such a cliffhanger. I hate it when they do that. Where's my other... Oh, here we go. Unfortunately, I have crochet block, but watching you helps to inspire me. Aw, I'm sorry. But I hope that you feel inspired after today's live. So is it just a YouTube channel? It's multiple YouTube channels at this point. Like, Smosh has multiple YouTube channels. But in general, yes. It's not like a streaming service or anything. It is a YouTube channel, but they have several at this point. I'm afraid to know when you were in high school. I graduated high school in 2010. Always have something on the TV and YouTube at the same time. That's funny. Usually Kelsey, you, and a few more, or I'm editing my videos. It is weird to think about me being on somebody's TV. But in a good way. Thought you were gonna say like 2012. I graduated in 2009. Yeah, I think generally people think that I'm younger than I am. And my husband's the old man in our relationship. He graduated high school in 2006. I think there's a new season of Sullivan's Crossing coming out. Heck yeah. I'm ashamed to admit how much I got into Sullivan's Crossing. It's such a cheesy show, and I really enjoyed it. You and I are close in age. I graduated in 2011. Nice. We might even be the same age, because I was right at the cutoff for my grade, and I was a year younger than pretty much everyone else in my grade, because when I was a young warthog, my mom had the choice to keep me home another year, or I was right at the cutoff where she could send me to preschool, and I was like just talking her ear off, and she was like, yeah, she's ready, we're going to preschool. I have watched Virgin River. I do love Virgin River. Virgin River and... So I had to look it up because I was like, Virgin River and Sullivan's Crossing are so similar. And then when I looked it up, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Because they were... The books that the shows are based on are by the same author. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense because they are very... They have a lot of overlapping themes. We won't talk about the fact that that's the year I was born, Kim. It's okay. Age is but a number, and if it makes you feel any better, I genuinely have to think about how old I am because I never remember. Like, even right now, I'm like, I'm 34. Yes, I'm 34. But when somebody asks me how old I am, I'm like, I don't remember. I know I'm not 40. I feel like after you turn, like, 20-ish, it's like, nobody really cares anymore. Who cares? Oops, not another double. I read Virgin River books, but only one, Sullivan's Crossing, or maybe two. Okay. Yeah, I definitely haven't read any of the books. I have only watched the show. So, since you've read the books, or some of them, are the shows a pretty faithful adaptation of the books, or do they take a lot of creative license? I do feel like we're kind of just cruising through these, right? I feel like we're cruising through, and these are simple enough to where I feel like I can keep up a conversation with you guys and not get too distracted to where I'm making mistakes or getting way slowed down, which is nice. Because sometimes when I'm live, I'm working on projects that are a little more complicated. Time for a sip of tea. Wait, I just turned 34. I thought I was a couple months older than you. I don't know, man. Maybe am I not 34? My birthday is September 29th. And I was born in 1992. And I've never been a math girly, so if I'm not 34, please inform me. That's so bad. I'm sorry, guys. I have to blow my nose. I realize that's kind of gross, but it is what it is. Miss Duncan! Hi, baby girl. I also desperately need chapstick. Oh, sick. I'm 33. Hey, guys. I'm even younger than I thought. Great news. Great news, chat. I'm only 33. When I tell you I genuinely don't remember how old I am not joking, and I'm not trying to be quirky. Like, I really just don't remember. It's the first live I've ever seen. Brand new to the podcast and nearly up to date. OMG, welcome! Welcome. We're working on a cardigan. And we're making all these little flower hexagons. Are you crocheting anything right now? How exciting. Sharni, welcome. I think I remember seeing your name in the Facebook group request. Fangirling. Girl. Please don't fangirl over me. I'm just loser who doesn't remember how old she is. I'm feeling great. I just gained a whole extra year of life that I didn't know I had. I'm at work, sadly. Ugh, dang. Well, you guys, I want to show you Duncan because she's cute. That's all. Me girly. Come here. Oh, come here. Come here, my big girl. My big girl. Say hello to everyone. You're beautiful. What's the back leg doing? What the leg doing? Hi. Look at the camera. You're so pretty. Yay. Oh, wait. What if I cleared off your bed? Would you stay here? I need to move things. I'll clear off your space and you can lay down. You probably won't stay, but I'm gonna do it anyway. If you stayed here, I would be so happy, Miss Duncan. Okay, I cleared your space. You're not gonna stay, are you? I'm trying to convince her with pets. You guys are making me feel better about forgetting how old I am. Thank you for that. Oh, loving the Duncan emotes. Which, by the way, guys, if you become members of the Nest, you do get access to some of the fun custom emotes that Kim is displaying in the chat. Joining squares together, and I can't stop laughing. Y'all are making me feel old. I still think I'm in my 40s. And you know what? And that's what I love about it is truly, age is but a number. All right, we gotta keep going on these. We gotta keep going on these flowers. So we've been talking about what shows and things we've been enjoying lately while we're crocheting. What have I been watching? I mean, you know, YouTube, crochet vlogs and all that. As far as like shows, well, this isn't a show, but Michael and I did go see the new movie Solo Mio. We went and saw it the day after Valentine's Day, and it was actually so cute, you guys. Has anybody else seen that movie? It's with Kevin James. If you're thinking about going and seeing it, you should, because it was really cute. We really enjoyed it. I mean, I think Michael did. I really enjoyed it. Have to get back into work, but I will be in the next one. Okay. Hey, well, I'll drop the link one more time, you guys. I've just been kind of putting it in here periodically. My next live, I already have it scheduled. It's going to be 3 p.m. next time, so a few hours earlier. And if you want to click that link, you can hit the notify me button. And that way, in case you're worried about, accidentally missing the next live, it'll send you a little notification when I go live. You can always do like the bell and all that too, but this will be for this live specifically. H2O. I've heard so much about that show and I've never watched it. See you later, Shannon. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your Stardew time. Anyway, yeah, that movie was cute. We really enjoyed it. I'm trying to think of what shows I've been watching lately. Oh, you know what show I never watched? And then, I don't know if they just recently put it on Netflix, or if it just popped up as like a recommended show recently. But I watched for the first time Veronica Mars. And I enjoyed it. I started season 4 the other day because that was like the new season that they randomly filmed like years and years later. You know, I'm not loving it so far. I think because it was like older and everything, they were like, let's be a little more gritty, and there's more, I don't know, there's more yuckiness in it, more violence and stuff. And I mean, the other one had violence, but it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't as on display, I guess. It was a little more inferred, but this one is like, no, we're going to show you all of it. And I don't like yucky shows, you guys. And it's a little too yucky for me. I don't know if I'm going to finish watching season 4. But the first 3 seasons I enjoyed. I think that you should go see Solo Mio. It was really cute. It's not like, I don't know, it's just like pleasant. It's not a movie that's got a ton of like really wild and wacky and laugh out loud moments, and it's also not over the top with like the like romance side of things. It's just like a steady, very pleasant movie. And you know what? Sometimes that's okay. It doesn't need to be action packed or like a joke every 5 seconds. It was just like a nice movie. Okay. Did I get my 3 there? Yes, I did. All right, this is the last one in this stack here. So we're oh, never mind. I lied. There's one more after this. We're almost done with this stack of this color. Oh, I have definitely done that before, Mary Jo. I have been guilty of doing that a time or two, for sure. Oh, hey, I wanted to let you guys know. I made a TikTok about this, and I also sent out an email, but just in case, if you're not on TikTok or if you're not signed up to get my emails, we are like a week away from switching over officially from winter season to spring season with my subscription boxes, and I still have a handful of winter boxes that need to find good homes. So there's a little bit more time if you're not subscribed to the box yet and you've been thinking about it. There's a little bit more time to get it, where if you just do the normal subscription, you'll get the winter box, and then you'll also get the spring box on March 10th. But because I still have several that are not claimed yet, I also created a one-time purchase link for the winter boxes. So it's right on my homepage. I wanted to make it easy to find. So if you have been interested in the winter box, but maybe you're just not able to commit to like the auto renewal subscription right now, and it's obviously like when they're gone while supplies last kind of thing. But if you have been wanting to get just the winter box by itself and without, having to commit to the auto renewal subscription, that link to purchase is on my homepage on my website, bergsnestcrochet.com, which is in the description of this video. So I wanted to make sure to mention that to you guys in case that is something that you're interested in. And they are ready to go, obviously. They're ready to ship immediately. So if you, whoops, I should have been carrying that. If you do decide to grab one, they are ready to send right away. And also, if you are already subscribed, the spring boxes are coming along. You can see a large stack of boxes behind me here that are going to be filled very soon. And I can't wait for you guys to get your spring boxes. That's all. So this will be the last. Whoops. This will be the last of this stack here. I'm surprised that Murdoch hasn't come in here yet to bother us. No, you stay over here. She's probably downstairs with Michael. Oops. I'm so excited for the spring box. Same. And happy to report that we are not as scrambled for the spring box as we were with the winter box, for obvious reasons. Production and the just timeline in general of getting them ready has been much less stressful. And I think that the summer boxes will be even less so, because I'm really like, this past couple work weeks have been so refreshing for me, you guys, just really being able to get into a groove and be productive. And I really feel like by the summer box, I'm really gonna hit my stride. Okay, that's all of this color. Yay. OMG, yes, if there's still some up tomorrow, I will definitely get one. I can pretty confidently say that there will still be some tomorrow, Mary Jo. Okay. Fantastic. That's all of this iteration of the colors. So we have 3 colors that are completed through round 4, and we have 3 colors left. This one, and this one. My goal was to finish them all tonight. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we get there. I think at the very least we could at least get these ones done. Man, my nose is so stuffed up. It's probably not, like, helping that it's, Oh, I just got an order. Hey, is that anybody that's watching right now? 'Cause thanks. Thanks for the order. Oh, it is. Unless they're not in live anymore, but you were at least. Thank you for the order, my friend. Okay. And Wait, my phone was not on silent. Why didn't we hear the cha-ching? I'm always getting denied my cha-chings, you guys. It's not right. It's not right and it's not fair. Okay. What was I saying? I was getting out. I don't remember what I was saying. But anyway. Did they get a winter box? They did not. There was a couple other things in there. Oh, there you go. Well, thank you. Thank you for the order. So I was telling you guys earlier about how Michael is starting this new position. I mean, it's not a new position. He's still working the same position, but he's starting this new like program within his job tomorrow where he is going to be a mentor, and it entails like a lot of different stuff, none of which is particularly probably exciting to you, but the reason I brought it up is because, like I mentioned earlier, if you were here at the beginning of the live, that program requires that he has to work one evening shift each week. So instead of working, so his normal hours are 7:30 to 4, and he loves being done. He loves like starting a little bit earlier and being done with work at 4 and having like the rest of his day. So having to work an evening shift was a little unfortunate, but worth it for where this will hopefully get him, which is exciting. But it's at least like a set in stone schedule. It's not like he's working a different evening every week. It's the same night every week, and it's going to be Mondays. So instead of working his normal hours of 7:30 to 4, he works from 2 to 9. So it's unfortunate that he has to work until 9 o'clock, but we're trying to make the most out of it. So his first evening shift is tomorrow, Monday tomorrow. So we decided that Monday mornings we are going to go to a coffee shop and have a little like coffee breakfast date on Monday mornings. So we'll let ourselves sleep in a little bit and then go get coffee, and it's either going to be just like, you know, a place we know and love, or we might bop around and like try out some new places on Mondays. And we're just going to treat it as like a kind of slow chill morning to like hang out. So I'm excited about that. But it's unfortunate that he has to work until 9 o'clock. So I don't know where exactly we're going for our first little coffee breakfast date tomorrow, but I'm sure we will enjoy. And I might take the camera along sometimes to take some cute little crochet coffee shop clips, because of course I'm going to bring my crochet with me. What's the weather like for you right now? Well, it did get warmer last week for like a good portion of the week. It was in the 50s, and I think it even got up to 60 at one point, or it was supposed to at least. I don't know if it actually did. And then it dipped back down again, and we got some snow. It snowed last night overnight, and we woke up to, I don't know how much we had, like maybe close to 2 inches. So not a ton, but enough to like have to clear the car off this morning. And let's see, it's currently 30 degrees outside. So not terrible, but definitely back down from where we were earlier this week. Just like a random little foretaste of spring. Okay, here's our first one of this color combination. This is cute. I like that. Man, I am still hearing sirens going off intermittently, and I'm like... Michael's on a few, like, Facebook groups for our community, and I'm gonna be like, hey, figure out what's going on. Because I'm just curious, and I hope that there's nothing horribly wrong. I'm really hoping that I have enough yarn. I actually literally just went to Michael's and had to buy more of the olive drab big twist today. I was so close to having enough of this for this project, but I did not have quite enough, so I had to go and buy some more. And I'm really hoping that I have enough of all the other colors. I know I have enough of the cream color, and I know I have enough of this light pink. But this, I don't know. I still have to do the final rounds on all of these, and I have to do the ribbing. And it's smaller because it's a child's cardigan, but I still don't know that I'm going to have enough to get everything done. So I might have to get more of the pink to finish this off completely. An old-fashioned game of yarn chicken. I was not expecting the snow last night and this morning. Good old unpredictable Michigan weather. Ain't it the truth? Got up to almost 70 here last week, of course, when I was sick. Ugh, that's the worst. I definitely have that, like, congested deal where it's like my ears feel like they're blocked too. And it's just like, it's such an annoying feeling. Like, I feel physically, other than like the congestion and stuffiness, I feel okay. I feel physically okay. It's just like that feeling of like, really? I feel like we've done this so many times this season already. Been pretty much snowing up here since Thursday night. Started with sleet and rain that day. What a mess. Ugh, yeah. Yeah, we did get a little bit of, like, it was raining on Wednesday, and then it turned into, well, it didn't turn into snow. It stopped, and then it snowed later. But of course, the warmest day of the week, it rained. Which I was like, yeah, sure. And I also wonder if all the back and forth of the weather and everything messed me up too. All the, like, pressure changes and stuff. Or it could have just been my snotty-nosed niece and nephew that got me sick. Which I would not be surprised at all. Little gremlins. Oh, I like this question. What's one small thing that made you happy this week? I don't feel like it was a small thing, but being able to get more of that dark chocolate honey, that was something that made me very happy this week. I don't care if Emily, she already knows that I think that her kids are snotty nose. I'll say it to her face. I'll say it to their faces. I probably have said it to their faces. They're really into calling Michael Stinky Ikey right now. This is a nickname for them. Like, their nickname for him is Ikey instead of Uncle Mike or Uncle Michael. But they are very into the idea that he's very stinky. He's Stinky Ikey. And and I was asking Michael at Todd's birthday party when I gave him the hat that I crocheted for him. I was asking Michael if I should crochet him a similar style hat. And he was like, yeah, you could make me this is not, I didn't pull from the right pile. He was like, yeah, you could make me the same style and then we could be matching. And Todd was like, no, you have to make him a Stinky Ikey hat. You can make, because I was out like the patch, like engraving a little patch for the hat. He said you have to make it say Stinky Ikey and then make there be like stink balls on it. I'm like, I don't know what stink balls are or how I would depict that. And he was like, just make them like little circles with little stinky lines. And you know what? Part of me is tempted to bring that vision to life purely because it would be hilarious and very bizarre. But, I'm still thinking about it. I got a hug for introducing a song that only one other person knew this morning. Fill My Cup. I might have to hear a line or two from that, because I don't know if I know it just from the name, but maybe I would know it if I heard some of it. You gotta make it. Like, it would be funny just, like, for the meme, like, for the bit. To do it. All right, somebody else sound off in the chat. What's one small thing that happened this week that made you happy? I want to know. I want to know. Something small that made me happy just today is one of my friends is a manager. She just got promoted to manager, which is so exciting, of a coffee shop. And not only are they known for their coffee, obviously, but they also make their own bagels, and they make them fresh every day, and they make their own cream cheese to go with it too. And she takes home a lot of leftover bagels and cream cheese at the end of her shifts. And we had talked about maybe, because her house is basically like on the way to church, and so we had talked about it would be a nice thing to do if she had leftover bagels and cream cheese, that we could pick some up and take them to church in the morning with us, because we're there super early for worship practice and everything. And basically we could do like a little surprise breakfast for the media team and the worship team who's there super early. And we were able to do that this morning for everyone, which was nice. And I get to have a really tasty bagel with caramelized onion cream cheese. It's basically like a French onion dip as a cream cheese. And it was delectable. Scoring ultimate VIP tickets to see my favorite band. That's so cool. I'm so excited for you. Another one. Yay. I gotta blow my nose again. Sorry. I love having a stuffy nose, not. Goodness gracious. So cute. Okay. Let's continue. I got to 77 subscribers. Yay! Congrats! I have been there, Rhea. That is frustrating, though, when you, like, have a plan and you're excited for it, and then your body's like, yeah, we have other plans. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, I haven't asked the question yet I have asked it. I haven't asked it in a while. And I know there's been some people that have joined since the last time I asked. So I'd love to know, if you haven't shared yet, if you are crocheting something while watching, or even if you're not crocheting at the moment, but you've got a whip, just, you know, a work in progress in general. I'd love to know what you're working on right now, because I always love hearing what you guys have going on. I know, I wish we could write in the chat. You can post things in if you go over to my community tab, you can make a post there, and I know several people have shared like projects over there, and I love seeing pictures of the stuff that you guys are making. So you can share stuff over in the community tab. It just, obviously, it would be a lot more convenient if you could share it right here in the live chat. Finished the cuff of my sock. Now just doing the knitting the leg part. Nice. Just started the handles on a mesh market bag. Daisy ombre. Oh, fun. I have made a few mesh market bags in my day, but it has been a long while since I've made one. These are just so cute, you guys. I can't get over it. They're so cute. 2 more of this color. Amy, that is amazing. I love that. Making the best of getting snowed in. Granny square cardigan, pink granny square blanket, a panel sweater, and another cardigan, and this is all at the same time. It sounds like you're never bored, right? If you get bored of one, you just set it down and pick up the other. It was already so satisfying seeing the one, but seeing the 2 together is gonna be even better. ADHD, man, it's real. I need to try and fix my hexie cardi sometime. I really would love to make another hexagon cardigan. They're so fun and they're so pretty. But alas, there are so many other things that I want to make. Yeah, sometimes you just need a few to be able to bounce back and forth between. Which, it's like weird. I go through seasons where sometimes I don't mind having a few more projects going at the same time, but I am in one of those seasons right now where it's like I really just want to finish one thing completely and then move on to the next. So truly, the only 2 projects I have going right now is this cardigan and the blanket that I started. And I don't mind like always kind of having a blanket or something really big like that on the hook, because especially when it is like the blanket that I'm doing, because it's a very mindless, it's a brain off project. The stitches are not complicated. And so it's like, I don't know, it's just this like super chill thing that I can just pick up and do a few rows whenever I want. And it doesn't have that same like, oh my gosh, this big intimidating project that I have to finish. There's no deadline on it. It's just kind of a nice palette cleanser project. I believe in you, Mary Jo. 7 started. 7 hexy cardies? Or just projects in general? Dang. Okay, there's that one. Last one of this color. Okay. So Michael and I went out to lunch with our life group today, and we tried a new place. They've been opening up several locations. This is like, I don't think this is even their newest location anymore. I think they've opened up another one since the one here, but we just hadn't made it over there yet. It's called Middle Eats. So it's Middle Eastern food, but it's called Middle Eats. And it's kind of like a Middle Eastern Chipotle Qdoba kind of thing, except for you don't go down the line. You just like order it with what you want. But they do, you can either order it as a bowl, a wrap, or a salad. And they have chicken shawarma, steak shawarma. They have shrimp. They have falafel, which is what I got, and a few other options. And I got the falafel bowl. Michael got the, I think it was called the crunchy or spicy crunch shawarma wrap, and the food was really good. I am excited to go back there, and the bowl is humongous. Like, I think I would definitely, next time we go there, because I got it with the hummus in there, and then they also give you this, like, kind of like a ranch, but with some more, like, Middle Eastern flavors in there. Almost like a mix between a ranch and a tzatziki sauce. And I just dumped it in, but then it was like, I can't do leftovers if they're soggy. Like if you've got a sauce mixed in there and there's lettuce and stuff, I can't do it. It gives me the ick. So I think next time I would get the saucy stuff, the hummus and the like ranch sauce on the side, and then I would immediately like put half of it away because it's 2 meals worth of food. So I feel bad because I feel like I ate all the falafel and stuff, but like I could not finish all the rice and all the other stuff that came with it. It was a lot of food. So it's not necessarily like cheap to eat there, but the portions that you get are insane. So if you figure the cost into like, it's basically, it's 2 meals, it actually is a really good deal. You love Middle Eats. Yeah, it was my first time going there today. And I really enjoyed it. They have like, I think 6 or 7 locations now. They seem to be expanding really quickly. And then when we were done eating and we were about to walk out, this lady, we thought we were going to have to call the cops. She was, I don't know, like she got in some kind of altercation with one of the workers, and she was yelling and screaming and like just basically, you know, a typical Karen type experience. She was like, you don't, I have a business, so I know how to run a business, and this is not the way. And she's yelling at them and like, don't tell me to blah, blah, blah. You need to, like, she was just going off on this guy. And I mean, he was giving it back to her, and he probably didn't handle it in 100% the best way. But like, lady, if something's wrong with your food, and even if you don't think that the business is handling it the right way, like that's obviously still not the right way to respond in that situation. But we were just like standing there like, okay, is like what is about to happen right now? Because she just kept getting louder and she was screaming, and and of course Michael, God love him, he just he's always ready to jump in these situations. So as we're like getting up to leave after this altercation like kind of died down for a second, he like just walks in between them, and he like looks at all the staff who are like 20 some, like they're kids, and he's like, are you guys good? You need me to call somebody? You need me to call somebody about her? And they're like, no, we're okay. He's like, all right, man, you guys have a good one. And just, I was like, do not get this lady agitated, Michael. It was quite a time. So that was an interesting end to our lunch, but our lunch was great. Okay, das all that color. Okay, friends. Oops, sorry. I hit my mic. It is almost 9 o'clock, which means I've been live for about 2 hours. I think that's probably pretty good. I definitely am not going to get all of these finished in this live. And I am kind of, you know how when you're not feeling 100% and then it's like it starts to get later at night, your body is just like, and we're done. I'm kind of starting to feel like that. So I should probably wrap it up here. But hey, we made great progress. I have 2/3 of these up through round 4. And I may even finish these tonight, but I think I will probably do that either from the couch or even I might get in bed and crochet. But I think I'm gonna just chill for the rest of the night. So, I do want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was so much fun, and I am really looking forward to getting back into a consistent weekly live where you just already know that it's happening, and we can kind of just get in a groove of hanging out with each other every week. It's my favies. I'm going to put the link to our next scheduled live in the chat one more time. So if you would like to hit the little notify button, if you click on that link and then hit the notify me button, you'll get a notification when I go live next week. Because I know there have been several people that are worried about missing a live or forgetting. So that way, it's all set. I am doing next week's live in the afternoon rather than the evening because I do have something going on in the evening. So we're going to do next week at 3 p.m. And then I think the week after that, we might experiment with doing a Monday evening live instead of a Sunday evening live. And we'll see how we feel about one versus the other. But next week will be Sunday afternoon. So I hope to see you then. And I will see you potentially, if I don't see you in that live, maybe I'll see you in the premiere of my next video. And thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.